That's my preferred type of client. As one that can press money like mad.
You like money.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly.
Who doesn't?
Because if you want very good things, you have to be able to
First,
spend well.
It's another brand new episode of Unfiltered with Nancy Ebo, and today with me I have an interior designer and an architect with me. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm stressed, but I'm okay.
It's Lagos.
Exactly.
I'm stressed. But we're alive.
Yes, thank God. Hi, my name is Jemima Arayela. I am an interior designer, superstar architect, content creator, and all-round celeb. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm here to answer some questions that Nancy has, and I hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We would.
Mhm.
So yeah. How has the journey been so far?
It's been very... I don't think the journey is something that I calculated or something that I premeditated on. So it's been quite surprising and full of a lot of unexpectedness, but it's still, moving, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting because I get to meet a lot of people and learn new things on the go. So it's been quite interesting.
Yeah. So as an interior designer and architect, are you one of those people that are walking and start judging people's houses?
I wouldn't say judging, but when I walk into someone's space, I can kind of tell the type of person they are. Somehow, our spaces are a reflection of who we are. So I can just walk into a space and be like, oh, this person has this type of vibe based on the way they design their space.
What vibe is this giving?
It's giving you mysterious vibe. Pretty dark, mysterious vibes, but it's cozy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So far in Lagos, being an interior designer and architect, what stresses you the most?
Artisans, traffic, what else? Petrol prices, NEPA. How long do you have? I don't know how many things I would list, but those are like my top 3 or 4.
You have any artisan story that you want to share with?
Wait, which one do I even start with? There was a time this guy nearly beat me up, and this was like 2 weeks ago. Thank you very much. So what happened was that I think I took the wrong keys to an apartment, and then I just needed a carpenter to help me open the door. So this person isn't someone that's part of my team, but someone that we just found in the area. So normally those type of things, you pay the person maybe like 2,000, 1,000, just something like a very small tip. Exactly. So after opening the door, he was like, oh, I should give him 15K. And I'm like, 15K? What did you do that? You're asking me for 15K. So that's how he took the door locks, took everything, like dismantled everything on the door. It was remaining just the door frame. And then he went. And then he started insulting me, lambasting me. Before you know it, it was getting heated. He wanted to beat me off. So I don't even know how I escaped that situation, but
oh my goodness.
That was the day I decided I needed to buy pepper spray or a taser or something.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, because how can something so little just trigger a full-grown man like that? And
but do you think it's majorly because of you're a woman? Do you feel like if it was a male?
That was a factor because he was like, you this small girl, can you come? That, she say, I be senior man, something. And myself, I had to talk my own back, but... We shall thank God.
Oh, well.
We thank God for real. Thank you. That's just one. There are many.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'll say that's one.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, design, has it affected the way you live your life? Like, you say design has influenced you, maybe things that you would normally do before, but because of your field, like your line of work and all of that, you just make certain choices because of that.
Yeah, I used to be someone who procrastinated a lot. And in this field, you can't procrastinate because time is literally money. as you're taking time to complete a project, you're delaying other projects as well, and you might end up losing other jobs because you're still working on so many other things. So I learned to start allocating my time wisely and then prioritizing tasks and all of that, and just learning how to delegate as well. So I'm more organized and things are not just all over the place. Because know how, if me as a person, if I am disorganized, it will flow into the business, and
Exactly.
I don't want anything like that.
Okay. When did you decide to do this? Like,
it's not something I decided on. Okay. It's kind of something I stumbled into. It was an opportunity that presented itself and I took it. But no, I think that I had already been on the path to becoming an interior designer, but it was something I kind of forgot about. But I was presented with a job opportunity just last year to design someone's space. And since I already had a social media following and presence and all of that, I was documenting the process and sharing it with my audience. So from there, I've been getting more clients like that from social media. So yeah, that's how I found myself in industry.
So yeah, before now, I've seen like your Instagram before, and I've seen like how clean and how nice and how aesthetic your content is. Did you have to like take like content creation classes, or it was content you were doing before design? Like,
yeah, before becoming an interior designer, I was a full-time content creator, marketer, social media person. So all of that experience, I just used it I diverted that into my business. I used it to grow my company's brand.
Okay.
So it's skills that I had already been developing. And then, I just harnessed what I had already learned from years of content creation.
Okay. How has the process been like you making content? Like, how are you able to like merge the both? Because like, how do you get the time? I feel like that's a great question. How do you get the time to like still make content off of, I'm designing this space, I'm doing this?
Yeah. I think what has worked for me is I don't post any project I'm doing until the project has been completed. So even during the process of completing a project or working on a project, I'm constantly taking videos, or my site supervisors are taking videos on my behalf. So at the end of the project, we can now start editing the videos and then creating, let me say, episodes and dropping the content back to back to back to back. So you think work is constantly going on. Meanwhile, the project had already ended weeks ago. Yeah, so that's what has been working so far.
Okay, so what are the major challenges you face as a woman in this sector?
Well, I think one of the challenges was my own self-image and my own self-confidence, because I was starting to see or starting to think that other people saw me the way I was seeing myself. And the way I saw myself was someone who wasn't ready for this type of responsibility, or someone who wasn't ready to take on this job on a large scale. So that had to do with my own self-confidence. But then sometimes I'll have experiences from, let's say, working with artisans that would now reassure the negative thoughts about myself that I had in my mind. Like maybe an artisan was looking down on me or saying somehow things about me because I was giving him instructions to do. And these people, it's very rare for them to work with someone like me. It's very rare that they're working with a very young lady.
Exactly.
That is giving them directions on large scale jobs. So that's just something that I had to work on myself and develop and grow out of. So now I'm in a better place. It's still a learning process though, but we're getting there.
Okay, so currently what type of client stresses you out the most? Is it like the ones that just tell you, what, just do what you like? Or the type that come with like a Pinterest board and they're like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Yeah.
The worst clients that I've had, should I even describe this person, or let me generalize it? Is someone or the worst type of client for me right now is someone who is indecisive and also, what's the word? indecisive, and there's a word I'm thinking of. But indecisiveness is a very huge factor that plays into how successful my job can be, because design is a process, and there are 2 phases to design. There's the design conceptualization and then execution. So if the person can't decide on what they want design-wise, it's difficult for us to have a smooth execution process. So it will just be us going back and forth on design, changing things, which leads to more expenses and longer work periods on site. So, and also someone who is very rigid with what they want doesn't allow us as designers to express ourselves. That's not my favorite type of client. So the best clients I've had are people who allowed me or allowed my team to take creative
freedom.
To have creative freedom as well. And just to someone who also listens and accepts our advice, because we know what we're doing, and then we can't give you bad advice on what to do design wise. So that's my preferred type of clients. As one that can press money like mad.
You like money?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly. Because if you want very good things, you have to be able to spend well to get good things. So I don't like clients that also want to minimize costs or outsmart the team. That's a topic for another day. But there are people like that.
So yeah, do you still remember the very first space you designed?
Yes. Yes, it was quite recent.
Oh, okay.
So I just started working as an interior designer just last year. So it was my first project that launched me into this space. And that project was supposed to be an Airbnb, a 2-bedroom Airbnb. But the owner of the house ended up taking it for himself, and now he lives there.
Oh.
Yes. So it was a very interesting trajectory. But I'm glad he likes the space.
So what's the most Lagos thing that's ever happened to you on your job? Could be traffic, could be... I don't think Agbero would... Most Lagos thing actually.
Yeah, I think there are many. One of them is Agberos. So whenever we're delivering furniture to a site, somehow there are these Agberos that hide somewhere or just stay and make multiple checkpoints, and then at each checkpoint you have to give them money. So that now increases our costs for delivery fees and whatnot, like unforeseen costs. So things like that just piss me off. Let me not lie. They piss me off. They slow down my job and whatnot. And it's just unnecessary expenses, because what are they actually using the money for? And there's no regulation that I know of that is in place, that's in place to get rid of that. Yeah. So that's one.
Has any project, any gig made you cry before?
Yes. Not even the project, it was the client. And it wasn't that I was sad or anything. It was frustration, knowing that there's nothing I can do to this client. And the person really did me bad, did me dirty for no reason. And it was an attack on my person and not necessarily the design company.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
Yeah.
About that.
Thank you.
Sorry. So, what would you say as a person? What's your favorite type of design? Like home design? Are you a cozy person? Are you mysterious?
Okay. Right now I'm really into mid-century modern design. So it's a design style that is not exactly minimalist and not exactly maximalist as well. So it's somewhere in between, and it's where you have like retro furniture, you have textures, you have wood, art as well, a lot of artwork, wood, metal, all of that. So it's just a combination of different things that look really nice together. So if you have time, check out what mid-century modern furniture looks like, or mid-century modern interior design looks like. Yeah.
No, I'll go and check it out after this. I wanted to ask, like, I need like a little bit of background, like maybe school, growing up. Was there anything that could have made you interested in design growing up? Maybe the course you studied or...
Well, Oh, I used to be very artistic. I'm sure I still am, but I think I've diverted that artistic talent into interior design. So I don't really draw or paint as much, but I used to draw and paint a lot. I think that's one of the things I was known for growing up, maybe in primary school, secondary school as well. So even going into university, I really wanted to study fine art, but my mentor advised me to study architecture instead, since I was good with math and science and whatnot. And also because I think back then, fine art wasn't really a career path that made that much money. So we were also thinking money-wise, it's better to go into architecture. But somewhere along the line, I think I remember wanting to be an interior designer because I was taking summer classes, and those summer classes had different vocational skills, and interior design was one of them. So I was constantly doing in the interior design class for maybe 3 years consecutively. And I think that's when I decided I wanted to be an interior designer, but it was something I had completely forgotten about until the opportunity to become one came up last year.
And you just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I studied architecture, did a bit of interior design during the course, and then, that's where my knowledge came from.
Yeah. You didn't like study under any person? You had any mentor?
YouTube, no. I just like night views.
That's nice.
Exactly. But I'm always learning, constantly learning, especially on TikTok.
Yeah.
Those 30-second, 60-second videos, they stick
Yeah.
more than 1 hour, 2 hour
Yeah, on
YouTube
YouTube,
videos.
yeah.
No.
Just scroll like
Yeah, exactly.
TikTok and-
There's a lot of educational content out there.
So is there any piece you like to add to like a space when you're designing, so that it, like that's it's like a
signature.
exactly like your signature touch?
I like to add flowers or plants, even if it's just artificial. There's a way plants have a way of giving life to a space. So I really like adding plants. Even if they're artificial, let them look as realistic as possible.
Okay, so if you had budget, freedom, and time, what type of space would you design?
I would design. Okay, starting with the property, I would want a penthouse that's like 4 bedrooms, no budget. I think in mid-century modern style as well, which is my favorite style at the moment. And I'll just go all out. Either that or like a castle.
Oh wow!
If I could, I'll design a castle.
Okay.
Yeah, but not that not in what's this style called? Not the stereotypical short-let Lagos style. I don't know how to describe it, but there's this stereotypical Lagos short-let style. I'm so tired of that style. Please,
Same.
Let's break out of it.
Yes, please. That's so, I feel like that's why we have people like you, so that because
yes.
I feel like it was days back. There's this video going viral of like this group of kids that like transformed their parents' house, and like everybody on TikTok was like, "Oh, it's so nice." But the video later, oh my god. And everybody was like, "Oh, Lucky Shortlets, this and that. Don't we have designs?"
But if you think about it, we don't really have like a traditional interior design style as Nigerians. I mean, there are things that you would see and you know that, okay, this is a Nigerian house, but not that I know of. I mean, there are elements that kind of make up the traditional Nigerian style, but I think it's something that even needs to evolve, and it's things that worked back then. It's not a style that has.
Even now, I feel like before we could like, there used to be like some sort of uniqueness to like buildings.
Yeah, and not homeliness as well, but everything just looks so
it's just
cold.
white
Exactly.
window,
thank you.
tiny pounds,
and very heavy and thick curtains, or
white paint.
Exactly, things that don't work for our climate. So I'm trying to break out of that and also work with clients that are open-minded to new, conventional, evolved design styles.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yes, me too.
I'm looking out. I'm tired. So tired. It's like
Same.
If you want to get like shortlets, they can send you like 5 videos, and then
all the apartment looks the same.
They just, maybe it's just the furniture,
yeah,
or something, like every other thing is like the same thing and all that.
I feel you.
So do you ever think you're going to, like, do you ever want to leave Lagos to like practice design, maybe like somewhere else in Nigeria or outside, or do you think you like the chaos?
No. No, I don't like chaos here. Please get me out of here as soon as possible.
Oh, wow.
But then there are lots of opportunities in Lagos. There are just a lot of opportunities here to grow, to evolve, and to also, because Lagos or Nigeria in general, it's a developing country. So there are a lot more opportunities here for new development and fresh ideas, unlike in, let's say, the US or Canada, UK. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I'm used to living here. I'm kind of comfortable here, but that comfort is what can make you stagnant.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really want to get to a place where I can explore multiple countries. I can just feed myself with new ideas, information, the latest technology and whatnot, and then bring it back here so that Nigeria can progress in a way, exactly, and experience what's
fresh.
Yeah,
fresh idea.
exactly.
So, like, closing piece. Can you give me like one thing, maybe like not necessarily a signature item, but like one thing you think everybody should have in their space that can like elevate the look or something? It doesn't have to be too expensive, please. Some of us, we don't have money. Like, something you feel like it's just necessary.
Well, I'll say artwork, mirrors, and plants. Yeah, those are the 3 things that can really change your space and elevate them. Yeah, there are a few here. I'm proud of you. So yeah, more of artwork, picture frames, and mirrors. Yeah. And also like lamps, because we're used to having overhead lighting, but not every time you want all the lights to be on. So just little lamps here and there can really set the mood. Ceiling fan, God forbid.
Oh, no. Like, I was like, wait, ceiling
God forbid. No. I'm so scared of ceiling fans.
And they'll fall?
Yeah, I'm always scared that they'll fall.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so mirror, plants, artwork.
Yes. Let me now mention the things that I don't like seeing in spaces. Number 1, Igwe furniture.
What do you mean Igwe?
Don't worry. When you see it, you will know that the Igwe furniture.
What do you mean Igwe furniture?
No, Igwe furniture. That's all I can say. Igwe furniture is furniture that has a lot of gold embellishment.
Wow, so...
And it's I think the simplest way I can describe it is classic furniture. I think that's the style, classic design. So Igwe furniture, and then mismatched patterns and fabrics, or let's say the rug and the pillows don't match, or I don't know. I hate seeing a lot of prints, unnecessary prints.
Igwe furniture, you just shaded it and then tried.
No, it's not even it's not.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, let's cut that out.
Okay.
It's nothing tribalistic.
No, I said
it's just what you see. It's not even like Igwe in particular. As long as, like, royal furniture, maybe. Royal furniture is what I can see. But furniture that you typically see in old Nollywood movies in the King's Palace. So that's what I categorize as Igwe furniture.
Okay. Yeah, so it was nice having you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was so fun. Now I know not to buy Igwe furnitures. When I finally get money, I want to like furnish my home, buy Igwe furnitures, and I'll get mirrors, artworks, and plats. So yeah, if you've made it to the very end, like, subscribe, share with your friends, your frenemies, your enemies, the people with Igwe furniture, everybody, so that they can learn 1 or 2. Yeah.